considering that fact. There's the smoke. It's going to be the connector. Teeing up a preparation to go for the cat split, it looks like. Meet no resistance, at least not in mid. Now the cat play comes in, and it's time to duel because Turtle in the mix from the rip and dealing with the cat player first and foremost. Rotations on scene fast, and it's still not going perfectly. Kaiser gets his, and now Turtle with 2 more. Oh my goodness, Bounty Hunters. They didn't ever seem like they had a problem. My eyes certainly going to be on Nyx with this series, though. We'll maybe talk more about that in a moment, because Zoc is getting a little inkling to move through. It's actually Bernino first and foremost. Doc, that's a nasty way to deal with Turtle, who's creeping through the lower mid smoke. Zoc, though, entry, make it a double. How about more? Absolutely. Yes, for Zoc. It's 4 in a row. The entire A-bomb site falls in his hands, and they try and filter back in, but there's no chance for Sharks. 1v3, the attempt for RDN.
Holy smokes right there. That's the Zoc that was playing out in playoffs here. Big game player right now. 4 entries on A. Takes everyone down. RDN left to cower with this FAMAS. No one prepared for that sort of speed out of Zoc. Got a little left-hand model move right there from Bernino to close it out.
By just showing, hey, we're willing to put so much investment into you every round, every chance that we can get. He's pulled and showed off why a couple of times already. Massively aggressive angle, though. It's a good flashbang. A Turtle off the back of that flashbang catches both of them.
And another one right there, trying to transfer and rotate on in. This is going to be a save again. And again, are these big stage players when it comes to playoffs is, seems like that's when Bounty Hunters hit their stride. I mean, we remember them from the Swiss stage here, struggling to close out versus MIBR Academy.
Swinging on a map that, you know, they're comfortable on, but it's certainly not, I wouldn't put it at their top 3, you know, favorite choices.
Yeah, I mean, you said it best. It's not home turf necessarily, but they look like it is at the moment. Zoc. I mean, the molly right there on towards Sandwich is perfect. The Zoc with another double opener, and they don't lose anybody on this take at all. The round is over so quickly. The A side being snuffed out over and over again off cooldown.
And on this one, you can talk about, you know, the incredible performance from, like, Turtle, from Zoc in previous rounds. You know, for me, this is actually just a great execution from Bounty Hunters, right? Aggressive towards B, strong executes at B, but then also at the A site. Now they're going to focus up towards mid. It's a 3-man setup. Great work, though, for Zoc to check that. I don't know how he doesn't get the kill, though.
Yeah, that's tough. 20 HP. Oh, my God. And Doc makes sure to punish them. And there you have it. One of the extremities we haven't really seen them push on, or not even extremity, it's just middle. They haven't really pressed on a lot of mid control. They haven't defaulted with a lot of players towards middle. It makes a little bit of sense there to put some faith into them. See what they go back to here. I mean, I would say, would it be all that surprising if they leaned in on what has been working well for them? And that's been these pretty flashy plays towards the A side. They're getting these rotates that they need here. Nyx caught a little bit of sleep at the wheel there, blasted by the rifle of Bernino, and they do get that access off the contact play towards A.
Good layer of flashbangs, too. First round and the second round, actually. No commitment off the back of that. Wait, Zoc's got the bomb. He's rotating out? Is he just going Palace? No, he's going all the way around, calling the B site clear as Turtle. And he is in a very forward position, but how many can he realistically get off this?
Ooh. Okay, at least one. Can he escape out of this position? Yes, wow. Keeps market safe, provides access into the bomb site. Just narrowly getting past the crosshair.
He should have paid for that with his life. The fact that he doesn't sets him up for success on this B post plant. It's very disjointed, not in a bad way. 3 different angles and potentially 3 different ways back in. And Doc's already laser focused on the one. Gafolo gets the kill in market, and with RDN support, we're going the distance here. Sharks in this first half looked out of it. They've made a comeback.
Quick turnaround. They're going to go back to the bread and butter, though. We'll see this, I think, be much more execute-focused rather than just the contact plays. You can see that utility in full effect. We'll see if they can try and make it work what worked so well for them in the past. Utility ready to blow open those smokes, but they're already scaling into this one.
Yeah, they've lost the timing to try and fight for that a little bit. Good flashbang, but even better coverage. Great trade out of Zoc. Koala, he's still unseen in a big way. Makes these trades a little bit easier, and now much better for Sharks as Mayern feels the pressure to make the play out into the open. Same true now for Bernino as Doc gets his. Well, Sharks, incredibly strong, right? Turtle, Bernino, Zoc, all three. Looked like some aim star type stuff in that last half. And that's exactly what we're talking about. Bernino getting in there. Now he's got to hold back the CT take. But they're in CT, but not taking any further. Another good setup, though. This worked so well for Sharks previously. Doc blinded. Second flash comes through. I was going to say, where's his support? I guess already in also was blind. Fortunately for them, missed shots all around. Give Bounty Hunters the worst for wear.
Oh, and now you don't get the luxury here of dealing with the slow to start.
Yeah, and credit to Sharks. I mean, you were highlighting it a couple times, right? Good adjustments on their CT side, and they haven't had to adjust yet on the T side. So their heads are on a swivel of what changes need to be made and how to do it. And that is incredibly deadly. Nyx, just contact play up connector. Double kill would be massive, and Bernino has it. Mayern for support. On maybe a little bit of an overstep, though, for Zoc. Trying to bite off a little more than he can shoot. Bomb down, though, on ramp.
Bernino on half here, stuck in triple still. Can't escape. Now spotted. That spam's going to come through. There's no chance he's surviving that. But he does buy a little bit of time here for Turtle to get more involved. Big strike from him. It's all Bernino in this round, being able to provide the resistance on that A side. His teammates have a little bit more impact. Cafolo's still standing. We'll see if he can bring him one more. Turtle has to know he's low. Can't and won't let him get onto that bomb site there. So finally, they break the dry spell.
That's not good news. Thought Mayern to drop for a moment, but all's well that ends well.
Doing the moonwalk there for a second. There's Kaiser, though. I mean, you asked about it last round here, and able to find a lot more impact there with that AWP finally. Big pickup here from him, and he can see his head on a swivel, keeping his attention turned towards Palace. Not giving the peak, though, just yet. Understanding their vulnerabilities at the moment. Great coverage. You have Palace control, but you know there has to be an A player somewhere. Bernino plucked out of this round. 3 trying to make it through CT. 1 on the big flank. And Turtle, oh, he's walking through Palace, so that's going to buy a little bit of extra time off the clock right now. It's going to force these CT players to get active here. All the while, Turtle, I mean, eventually has to pull the pin on this flank. His whole team's down, and he's just going to be a non-factor in this round. In fact, he's going to have to fight for his life there. Does just that, but it's over. It's all about direction right there. Flanks through Palace instead of A main.
Fortunately, he's going to survive. Assuming. Or not. That is... Once again, we talk of mid-control.
Oh, they think the Molly's a little safer than it is. In reality, an RDN gets to claim a couple of freebies. Very composed with the aim right there. Doesn't jump the gun, doesn't end up getting none. Bernino, though, still holding on strong. A 2v2 now, very manageable now for the side of the Sharks. Molly's going to make him dance a little bit, though. Oh, it lands in the smoke. And a headshot connected, only 6 damage from that dink. Joel Koala's looking to end it. Oh, off a flashbang from Nyx as well. Perfect coordination there, drawing the attention away from Turtle. early on, my bigger worry here is that we did see it. We saw it when they were opening up the rounds and how effective they could be at shutting down that CT side. And since that 6-0 run, I haven't seen it again. They've had a little bit of resistance here and there. There's some more confidence from Bernino that they definitely need, but again, just knowing that they have that capability and not being able to consistently bring it to the table is costing them big time. Gafolo turns his attention away just to barely enough to provide a little bit of life force here for this defense, and there you have more confidence from Myron. He looks to build into this map. That could be one of those pieces that we need to see activate here.
Even with these advantages that they've been able to pick up, still try to close in on this mid player. Gafolo goes down, and you know what is enough of an advantage? It looks like 3 is enough here. I mean, first and foremost, you got to talk about Bernino. Relatively isolated, but an aggressive extremity man in Bernino can be a real way to win rounds.
A fight towards A main, work a fight towards B, and try and give yourself an opening duel here to punish how effective some of these mid defaults have been from Sharks and how much investment they have. A little bit of a speed up though, and smoke spam's good from Zoc to offer up an opening kill. Kaiser lands a wall bang as well. So a couple of kills to start this one off before the bomb gets planted. And now they got to operate in this 5v3. It's going to force them to try and take some map control at some point. They won't be given that chance. Not just yet.
Whoa.
Transferring the spray on over his turtle as he go capitalize and close out. A in the past, they've tried to make it work towards middle early on. Just one round ago. This time, a whole lot of presence towards middle, and Gafolo with the rifle again just looks very sharp on these shots right now. And there's a 4v5 that they would love to take advantage of. And they've now turned a lot of attention towards, you know, middle or connector, some sort of split in this department. Gonna put them in a decent spot here. Caught with utility out, needs his teammate to offer up support. Gafolo eventually able to trade things out. But again, those eyeballs are so heavily turned in their direction. So Nick steps forward for the quick kill. Trades available with the amount of resources that is placed in this department. And 10 seconds left to get bomb inside a jungle. Oh, they allow him to escape though. He's gonna have a free access to plant, but he's planting in the open. And that's gonna be a really difficult kill. They don't strike just yet here, and allows Koala to survive. He's gotta reposition off somehow. There's a chance here for Koala in this round. But Zoc's just going to stick it right in his face. And he's going to not have any say in this situation. Can't get past the op. The defuse right in front of him. Koala looking for the kills to close. He will find it. They both fall. But money is stacked up so high, it's not going to matter. Bounty Hunter's just happy they survived that round.
Unlikely to get flashed off either, I'd imagine, based on the one flash Gafolo has.
There's no utility here for this at all. So we'll see if they're sharp shots here. Maybe identifying the aggression there. Kaiser steps forward with a quick one. Zoc holds the line, but Kaiser does fall. Eventually, they have this op lurking towards middle of Nyx, which puts him in a position where he might struggle to have a little bit of impact here. And as you lose out towards B, this one's just not going to cut it. Nyx in a panic trying to get activated up cap, but Zoc remains too resilient. Going to close it out with the finishing blow. And Bounty Hunters pull it back.
Not quite getting into position. A good 5-on-4 that it falls away just on Shark's execution. Bounty Hunters being able to adjust their mid presence as well, not going all in initially. Now Kaiser has to step up again. He's got the support of Bernino, and pistols out, but flashbang to support him. Nyx has the coverage, and Nyx with a massive double. Bringing it back. Sharks off the rip looking a little bit unlikely, but they have the man advantage.
It's going to be a big surprise here. Doctor's turnaround, though. Well, he goes in towards Palace, and there is coverage. Zoc's got to be diligent on the clear. Nyx certainly is. That low HP bar does not do Doc any favors. He ends up losing out that duel.
He's got a nade. Oh, he doesn't throw it in, though.
Oh, he's got a nasty crossfire to deal with. Not a chance you can make that work.
You know, they take a lot of liberties in re-clearing the map, but they do it so quickly that it gives them a chance to succeed. Shark's slow style, like it might bite them in the butt, but instead it's what saves them.
Ooh, there's Kaiser. Another big opening. Makes work with his AWP. No trade available either. Bernino just running around the corner there for 2 quick ones. And an attempt to force him out of position from Palace, but now both players identified. Not gonna do any favors.
You like Zoc last round?
Oh yeah, well, this time he's gonna make sure to capitalize on this flank. Okay, yep, easy. Easy does it.
Not even close.
Never a question. Bernino with the sideline there, caught surprised, and oh, look at this from Doc. Walks straight into his crosshair for a freebie. Tarda looked like he was so diligent with how he crawled up middle, so careful with his move, but not careful enough to deal with Doc. That's a burst through the smoke though from Zoc that might give them a little bit more attention here on this post plant. Shut down quickly by Nyx though. Molly went in towards Palace and it doesn't quite help him out with the AWP and A main. Walla looking to secure the round and Sharks figure it out in OT in this Shark side in the ability to adapt and adjust on the fly. But these A plays here, again, Bounty Hunters have been so effective. And there is a huge breakdown in the communication rate there. Just no one covering A main. It looks so easy.
We got a time machine? Like, what's happening? It's like we're back into round 6. It's like Bounty Hunters just identified what was working, and yeah, maybe Sharks forgot a little bit what happened.
I was gonna say, you know, that is a serious factor. It's been a little bit of time since they had to work on this CT side, so I mean, they just don't remember how effective, after they got 6 rounds in a row, how effective those A plays were.
But instead of Gafolo at B, it's Nyx here at B.
Is he on that van angle as well? I believe he is, yeah, but this time not a connection. This time it's a miss. That puts all the pressure in the world on this B side. Another miss from Nyx is going to put fire on his feet. Forced to burn, dance around here. Doc looking for the transfer, can't find the multi. And another multi misses. Koala jumps into the fray, into the fight here. Gets himself tucked into binge, chased out eventually, but no, Zoc can't finish the kill. And a wild swing, it's Kaiser now in a clutch. His chance to have a big amount of impact. That's a body. That's a dead body. Dead. You already finished the job on him. But you have to finish this round still. And he's identified so quickly. Koala with a heroic move, trying to save his opper by swinging through the market window. That bailed him out in a big way right there. That could have been just an easy round right there. Lost early, but instead they hold down the line. But again, just can't quite connect there. Flash is too effective. It's Gafolo's op though that steps up to the plate. Back with his bread and butter, but the rotations already. It was a complete bamboozle.
That's massive. Sharks over-rotating pretty significantly, quite heavily, especially when you lose such a powerful member in Nyx. Ooh, not a great spray, but Kaiser survives to tell the tale. And oh, that's where Bounty Hunters play off of each other massively. Gafolo, 2 kills already. He's got the support from RDN coming in from apartments, but Zoc plays hard to get. Time now, the biggest factor. Oh, there we go. All right. Bounty Hunters force it to double OT.
It ain't pretty, but it gets the job done right there.
I mean, that is a important skill in and of itself, to be fair. Oh, I like this. Bounty Hunters are searching for Sharks to play this aggressively. I don't really think we've seen Sharks do that at all.
Oh.
I think that's the first time they've ever swung that far forward in mid this whole game.
Great way to punish right there. Try and throw a bit of a wrench in the system here. They're doing a great job with that, the CT side. finding themselves under hot water. AWP shot still missing. It's time from Gafolo, but he doesn't miss for too long there. Nice connection. The quick flick. Rides him with a little extra resistance here.
Turtles crossed already. Bomb's going A. Turtles in a prime position though. They just got a deal. Okay, well, great read out of Gafolo. I mean, absolutely stunning. Gafolo is carrying them over the finish line in these rounds right now.
Yeah, I mean, picking up the pieces here. We know his op game is good, and when Nix isn't having the best of times, has to be comforting to the team here that at least you can still have an op presence in the server, and maybe it's about enough time for Nix to get loud. There's his op connects as well. Finally, a miss out of Gafolo. At least both of these ops here under pressure. Eventually, Koala goes and steps forward, but it reveals himself. Now, Kaiser, a chance on this clutch, gonna stick the bomb. 6 seconds left, looking for the clothesline. He repositions, he's staying alive. Flashbang, dodged out on from RDN. Oh, and he gets a couple shots off. Oh my god. Well, I mean, again, one of the bigger values that you get out of Gafolo here is a pretty experienced player. He's got some reps, and it feels like Sharks remain composed in these very chaotic situations. So a good look from them, but what a shot from Turtle to open things up. Got the flash right to the face, but just holds mouse one. And gets rewarded.
Yeah, maybe trashing on Kaiser a little bit there, but appreciate his willingness to go for that aggressive move, even regarding what's, not been a great half or map. RDN seen, and though the timing isn't great for the T's initially, RDN failed as well.
A little concerning walking into these double ops again. Nick's ready. Can't afford a miss, and he does just that. Gets out at least alive. There repositions and escapes the op, but now you have to call upon Koala for the big impact here, missing out his chance to shine. Still yet to activate there. Flash is looking good. Puts a little bit of panic into this T side and a quick reaction, very sharp adjustment. Nick's now starting to land these shots here as all the focus is on Koala. When the eyeballs aren't locked in on his location, Nick's able to strike, and there's just not enough time here for any sort of success. It's just too slow for Turtle and the rest of Bounty Hunters. Can they get their heads screwed on straight here with these bandages? Looking for another one, but this time it might not be so easy as the CT side looks to collapse, and instead it favoring the defense at the moment. Koala pressure. He loses out his A players there, stepping forward. Eventually his Doc had the element of surprise. All he had to do was hide, and he ends up stepping forward into Bernino's open arms, ready to catch him. It's once again this duo of Nix and Koala to try and save this round, but Kaiser's got it wrapped up, and they're just gonna have to wait for that to arrive.
Might have gotten overcomplicated in the previous rounds, but not this time. Koala to save the day. There's no saving grace this time around. Koala falls, and Bounty Hunters, it's not a good T side, but at least one round.
Just walking around with this op in middle at the moment, looking to provide them openings. But instead, catches the worst end of Kaiser's AWP. Statement start there for Kaiser. And a lot of eyeballs tucked in right now on connector. Doc able to slide out for some success. Kaiser with another kill, though. Has to worry about Palace, and Kaiser able to have a lot of impact in this round. Looking for the ace here, looking to complete the mission. Finally a miss. But that's where Turtles AWP can have. And this time there's not going to be too much of a reaction to shut this play down. They're going to slide up uncontested for now. I get the numbers punched in. Players in towards CT. Spam not on the line there, left and right. But not quite enough to connect here. And a 5v5 post plant with a decent bit of utility here. Just a couple of flashbangs mostly from the CT side to really lean in on.
Oh, this is scary.
Flooding through CT.
I mean, okay. I guess try enough times. Surely you're going to hit something. Nyx, unconfirmed damage. And here they go. Time already halfway. Take kits for everybody. That counter flash, no, it's from the CT side. The struggle, the time is a real factor here. They've got to get in the bomb and on the bomb, but all dead. All for Sharks to clean up.
Nobody on Sharks budged. No one really overextended. No one overpeaked. They all just held their ground, waited for bounty hunters to force to have to make the first move, and that's where they get rewarded right there. Off the back of the timeout, Sharks continue to gatekeep bounty hunters from this map here. Will not let it slide. So hungry to close out their opponent's map pick. It's Gaffolo looking to seal the deal. And his AK has been sharp. Needs his teammates to arrive now. A couple of entries come on through. A nice little jump smoke there for Market Door. Keeps both of these players outside looking in on this. Bomb recovered as well for Nyx inside of a smoke. And they're going to get the bomb plant.
Bernino has a nade to break open one of those smokes. He's got to be effective in doing so, but...
just used it.
Yeah. Didn't quite get the vision he was hoping for. How the Market Door smoke fades away, and they can start to move in. But look at the triangle set up here by Sharks. I mean, Doc in a very exposed position, but, I mean, off angle, he should get one. And he will. Guys are not even ready to refrag immediately. He's providing coverage. This is game over. It should be. Time, a huge factor. It's Kaiser in the open. RDN will indeed close. There's Sharks. It took them a while. Lot of opportunity. And they finally do it on Mirage. 19-17. Even when they had so many opportunities to close, they never looked like they were the ones on the back foot.
Yeah, always managed to maintain a little bit of momentum there for themselves, which is impressive. And on this pistol, they'll carry forward that last map's momentum into it. With a quick opening pick on Amire, and he's sidelined instantly. Now an HE to blow open the smoke, maybe to try and start things, but the bomb already planted, and the donut control, crucially, is going to be the biggest asset here to the side of Sharks in closing out this round here. Good post-plant positioning, a lot of control, even further established with that step through from Gaffolo. And this retake not going to start, not going to lift off there. In fact, it's going to be a runaway here from Zoc.
Well, gets a fadeaway. Now runs for the escape. Fight his way out, and that's what he'll do. He had no armor, but he'll get 4 kills.
If he can have a lot more impact on this map, it'll feel like a big turning point here in the series. Going over that smoke. Needs to find the trade. He does eventually, but at a sacrifice of 1. His teammates falls.
Guardian's patience just so effective there. Zoc gets into the smoke. They don't know about him. They don't get a double kill. More to be found. Doc's low on the other side, so sacrifice made. Zoc will advantage that play. Now it's really up to Koala to make the next move. He's on the long-term flank. Zoc is repositioned towards sight, and at the moment, he doesn't seem... okay, he's looking. Great coverage. Just a phenomenal awareness there for Zoc.
That internal clock starts to tick. You start to think about your vulnerabilities as you don't see any move or motion from Doc, right? It becomes very readable. And Zoc will close it off. Maybe he, sacrificing a couple of teammates, but that's for a good cause. There's a huge overwhelming pressure for Turtle. Luckily for him, not the only one on the scene. Flashbang falls to the floor there. Kaiser falls as well. Still holding steady. They managed to evade the double up here. The re-aggression Zoc, though, he's going to continue to fight for this one. 11-2. Feels like nothing can go wrong. Nothing will go wrong. Takes an op shot from Nyx, but not a killing blow. And he's completely disrupted the speed in which Sharks want to go on this play. Might be able to beat him to the punch on B. He's repositioned so quickly and silently. He's going to slide out here, and he's made it past the crosshairs Already in towards long. This might not be anticipated here fully. It shouldn't be anticipated. They're still going to get their smokes and mollies down, though. And it forces them forward. Great diligence done. I think that was actually a good flash. It looked like he was dabbing, but Bernino still moving on this flank there. Catches Doc a little lackadaisical turn in that corner. Already in. Not sure where to expect him at the moment.
Bernino moving a little bit slow, but he's got the time to work with a kit. RDN could be anywhere at this point. Could have been inside the short smoke. Time starting to expire. First tap now made known, and RDN will close it out. Valiant effort, but Sharks recover there nicely. Yeah, I mean, they do that to re-clear mid. He teams up with Turtle, and so they give up the B side in the process. They're not going to break the smoke. Instead, they'll just do some shit damage on the Doc. Molotov comes a little late, too. Sharks force forward in a pretty uncomfortable position, though. This is a bit dicey. You got to wait for that flashbang. And now comes the lurk through. Doc on the long or the short side. Still a little bit scary, but bounty hunters are already done. They're not actually going any further. Sharks never in a very good post plan, and they understand that from the beginning. That's why they set up that long take, and it is perfect. Ooh, that's a little unfortunate.
So a big chance to step up to the plate, though, for Turtle here at MP9. Like the idea here. Doesn't want to overcommit. Gets reboosted up here. They're going to really blow past the smoke. There's the impact from Turtle and Myron. Gifted a big opportunity, and Myron just spams him through the smoke with a P250. That's going to do you no favors, that's for sure. Brutal.
Zoc got a whole lot of pressure on him right now. He doesn't know it yet, but if they decide to push this, it'll be a lot to deal with here in a moment. And there they go. No flash to support it, though. Zoc gets his first. Will get traded out, and Koala trades better once again.
Oh. And this time, no trade required right there. He just finds the entry, dodges out in the HE, 20 HP left. Kaiser's ops standing in a forward-facing manner in a deep smoke. Can you dodge this HE? No, not quite. Myron just continues to toss him down range. Op close range here. Kaiser, shotgun op. Gonna do the trick here. Unidentified Gafolo left standing. Going for some hopeful spam. Not gonna happen. And the heroics gonna be shut down eventually.
Good to see him somewhat unaffected. This half still runs through Zoc right now. 14-6.
That continues here, flying out middle. Turtle overwhelmed. Myron does offer up one through the smoke. And this time, it's not the rifle presence inside a cave, it's Kaiser instead.
Zoc's
so
through
catching Doc swing through. Oh yeah, he's flanking. Or at least could flank quickly. Great reposition there from Kaiser. To secure a little bit of success here. HE to follow it up, almost lands the kill into Koala. But that flank's still going to be quick.
Yeah, Zoc on the move.
We didn't go through cave, though. Kind of reined it in for a second. Could kind of eliminate the big element of surprise there. No, they're both back turned, and the transfer landed. Not going to be too much of a panic. Yeah, he's just been very mobile, very active here. Zoc has been the same way. This time punished, crucially, by Doc. A good trade from Turtle. Hearing a lot of attention towards middle, though.
Turtle needs to get here, and he has arrived. So Bernino, who was once alone, now has support. They just take it dry. Just a dry fight. Turtle, Bernino, a duo that is unstoppable. That's a decision for Sharks that will lose them this round. They had the utility. They didn't want to give away the gambit. And sometimes it is worth the investment. Let them know your position.
Well, looking to make it possible there, though. It always seems like there's an HE to shut down the dreams. They're so good at these little pistol fakes. We saw a very similar idea on Mirage as well. Just a couple of shots. They've let Doc slide into the retake, though, before they can get established in the post. And Doc's aggression rewarded for nearly three kills there. Looking for his third on the Turtle. Never required his Koala on the scene as well. And before bounty hunters can plant their feet, it's already the case that Sharks are throwing chaos in the mix. For that late utility, silent crawler, you're going to see how much space you can collect here before you finally spring into action. Already in. I'm going to throw a deeper donut smoke here at the moment.
Super defensive.
They're going to pop right through it. They're fully flashed. It's going to collapse in on this A-side play. Koala, though, wisely pushes into A main. And again, Doc just so good at creating chaos right there. Pushing past the smoke. And
RDN. Not the same reaction for bounty hunters. They reroute.
I have a double up here to ready to catch the aggression. Nick's going to be able to feast a little bit with those eeks. Doc is overrun. But only a single casualty is not a concern whatsoever. We'll see what they can do up against the actual rifle rounds, though. See if that provides any different stories.
Well, Doc,
So much damage. Look at that opening that it creates there for Doc.
looks like a mirror image of what Doc was doing in the last half. He puts that same pressure on. Doc is a force to be reckoned with in Jaguar. 2v4. Nix gets a whole bunch of opportunities to add a third to the tally. Fade away, not so much, but Kafalo has his young oppers back. Bounty Hunter's yet to pick up a round on the T side. And Zoc, I mean, he starts the round at half health, takes more damage in the molly, and Doc has a free shot. Weird. There's a smoke, but where was it? Bernino's got a smoke.
Oh, it never activated here, and they just don't. They are not letting these A plays ever even start now. And the communication's clear here. You can see Gafolo filling in the hole of vulnerability towards mid. Even another rotate here. Koala loud about his reposition. They're looking to reclaim this red room control. Turtle spotted as well. Nix does not miss here. Late in map 2. Arriving in a big way. Collateral. Multiple players down low here. Bernino cannot last. He's already in looking to cap this thing off. Spotted Turtle early on. Make sure that you can never succeed from that position. And Sharks continue.
And he's not even really been necessary. Already in so consistent at getting his on A. And then Doc, a menace. Always difficult to deal with.
Just running out of gas here. Running out of players. Another nice pick with the utility and the spam. Gafolo, he goes down with a kill and some change. Looking to dust off his hands here as they're looking to dust off this map and series. Still have a little bit more fight left in him though. Kaiser with a big step up here. Doc unidentified and able to pull through on the flank. Just in time to save Nix as well. So Kaiser left into a clutch to keep this one in the picture. All that much. We'll see The smokes be waited out. Misses Koala. And now has to walk into this trio. I think accidentally shot as well. So that's not going to do him any favors here. Looking a little bit jumpy. As Bounty Hunters' lifelines getting limited, and Koala going to just slowly walk their way through. A frustrating end for Bounty Hunters, but Sharks just able to constantly collapse in on this CT side, and they look flawless on that CT.